Is your webcam on your computer not good enough to be used for training and presentation sessions via Zoom, or even just a normal Zoom meeting? Stick around. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I use my old iPhone with the Lightning Digital AV adapter and software to enable my iPhone as a webcam for my training and presentation sessions. Hey, this is Tian Teck from Sticky Spy. Welcome to another episode of Amazing Sticky Presentations, inspired by Sticky Spy, bringing you tips, ideas, design for better presentations, turning your ideas into lasting impressions. We are moving into 2021, and chances are that if your computer is 3 to 4 years old, it might not have a good enough webcam. And if you are like me, I want to ensure that my audience at the other end of Zoom can see me clearly on video. I want to look good and look professional. Wouldn't you want that too? I'm going to share with you how I connect my iPhone to my computer to use it as my webcam for my presentation and training sessions. To use the iPhone camera, we need to capture the iPhone screen and show it on the computer as a webcam so that Zoom is able to see it and use it. First, we will need a Lightning to HDMI adapter. I have 3 of them from different vendors. The Apple original Lightning Digital AV adapter and 2 third parties look-alike $10 version from China. Both the third-party adapters require a 5-volt power for it to work. I'm not going to talk about the third parties adapters as I couldn't get them to work reliably. So let's focus on the Apple original Lightning Digital AV adapter and talk about the connections. The HDMI end of the adapter is to be connected to the computer via a capture card or an AV switcher like the ATEM Mini Pro. This is kind of how a generic capture card looks like. There are many in the market that you can buy, ranging from $10 to about $200. If you are still watching this video, how about giving this video a like and also consider subscribing to this channel for future videos. Okay, let's continue. For my presentation and training sessions, I use my ATEM Mini Pro to capture the iPhone camera for my Zoom sessions. I also need to install a software to the iPhone to enable a clean HDMI output. Without it, you will see all the controls as you would see from the iPhone screen, and that is not what we want. The software that I use to do this is Airmix Solo. Airmix Solo was actually designed for live streaming from the iPhone and contains many features which I don't need for my purpose. So I just use it to get a clean HDMI output from my iPhone, and it works really well. The best thing about this software is that it is free. Let me show it to you without the software. See the controls? Not good. Now let's launch Airmix Solo. You can see from the external monitor where it's showing a clean HDMI output from the Lightning Digital AV adapter connected to the iPhone. The image is without all the iPhone controls. What I usually will do after I launch Airmix Solo is to turn off the speaker so that I don't get an audio feedback. Next is to ensure that the white balance is correct by going to the iOS camera settings and press on the auto white balance button. You will also realize that by default, the Apple original Lightning Digital AV adapter will not display the image to the edge of the screen. One thing that the Airmix Solo can do, where I haven't been able to do with other softwares, is the ability to extend the image to the edge of the screen. To do that, I go to the Configure Destination settings and touch on AirPlay HDMI output. I will get to choose Program Stream or Mirror iOS. we want to touch on Program Stream and then Done. That should do it. Now let me turn on Zoom and show you the image that appears in Zoom. By default, Zoom will use the webcam on the computer. In my case, it's the FaceTime camera on my MacBook Pro. From the camera selection on Zoom, I can see the USB camera, and that is the camera from my iPhone that is connected via USB to my MacBook Pro. So let me select that. The camera in Zoom is now being switched to my iPhone camera, which is pointing at the edge of my table with the two potted plants there. The iPhone has two cameras, the front and the back. If I switch to the front camera, I will see myself. Let me do that to show it to you. Right, so that's it, the front facing camera, right? That I'm showing myself. Let me turn it back to the potted plant, which is the back facing camera. Okay, so I'm going to switch it back from Zoom, turn it back to my FaceTime camera on my MacBook Pro. There you go. Disconnect my iPhone from the generic capture card and connect it to the ATEM Mini Pro. Everything else is the same. Just unplug the HDMI cable from the generic capture card and plug it into the HDMI input 1 of the ATEM Mini Pro. If the display is not showing a full display, then go to Configure Destination of the Airmix Solo software, then AirPlay, and touch on the Program Stream option. It's that simple. I hope you are able to get your iPhone camera connected to your computer as your webcam for Zoom or any other meeting platform. Before you go, do give this video a like and remember to subscribe to this channel for more videos. Until my next video, have fun. Bye bye.